Oh, and it was second scene of these group date is what we're talking
Yes, the second big conversation. So
I'm ready for this.
so the stage is set. I feel like when Martin is talking to Olu and he's kind of rehashing his last conversation with Michelle, he's like, it didn't go as planned. And the reason he provides is because he says that she wasn't listening to him and that it was a miscommunication on her part. And then he proceeds to use her poem against her, and say that she still has childhood trauma that is unresolved, she needs to work through, and therefore she is immature in her interactions with him. So obviously Olu takes this to Michelle, which I really liked, how he approached her about that. And then Michelle approaches Martin and he continues to blame, interrupt, and sidestep an apology. So let us know your thoughts about this whole scenario.
My thoughts, Martin should have been gone way before. Cause he's been with the guys that she's kicked off.
Yeah.
Like, and Olu pointed that out. Olu was just like, he's a snake. Like he's been with every guy who's been talking, like he's been the person who talks to them. So like, and also befriends them. So like he should have been kicked off a while ago. And like, I'm upset at Michelle for not kicking him off before.
Yeah.
I'm upset at Michelle for like giving him a rose on their 101. Because when they were in the hot tub and she was just like talking, like those same red flags that like Olu told her there were already present on that 101.
Yeah.
Especially when he spoke up for the crazy guy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you using time on your 101 to talk about how I should have handled things better? And he said something similar when he was leaving after he kicked her off. He was like, I don't really care that I'm going home. I don't really care about like the scenario. I'm just upset about how she handled this. She can handle a situation how she wants to handle it. She's a grown woman, like she said, and she took it upon herself to kick you off the show. Like, if you're going to say that she's going to regret her decision, like you also aren't internalizing what just happened here.
Yeah.
And like, there's something to be said about someone being blunt and someone being honest and that being like their character flaw. Like, I believe that I'm blunt and honest, but like, no, I believe that. But you're not blunt and honest. You're two-faced and you're manipulative and you're a gaslighting individual who like wants to be seen in the best light in any scenario, whether it's in front of the guys or in front of her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how he was kissing her with those same lips that he was bad mouthing her with. I was just like,
that was my thing. I was like, if you think this poorly of her, why are you still here? If you're over here talking about she doesn't get a chance with me, she doesn't deserve me, well then why are you here? You're also dating her just as much as she's dating you.
I was disgusted. And then there was a moment where he was just like, I don't know if it was during this 101, but he was just like, I need to see, or maybe it was like one of those closet talks. I need to see if Michelle's right to bring home to my family. I'm like, sir, you know, for her.
Right.
He's talking to like the other guy. This is a two-way street. It's not a two-way street. She gets a final decision. If you don't want to be here, leave, pack up your bags, and go. But like, don't act like you have any control over the scenario. Like, he's giving toxic masculinity energy. Like,
absolutely.
When she was just like, "You're speaking over me," I was just like, "You better tell him."
Yeah.
I was like,
but it didn't click. It still did. He was like, "Oh, sorry if I maybe spoke over you." Like nothing was clicking for him.
I said, maybe. She said, I didn't get any word out without you interrupting me.
Yeah.
Like, you interrupted her. Like, and then he was just like, that's not what I said. Sir, all of Americans who are watching this show,
that blew me. Like, he literally...
You didn't say that? You didn't
like,
say
what?
That? I hope the internet is dragging him as much as they tried to drag Nate for saying that he had, like, that people said that he had this in the bag, because that's not even what he said.
Right.
Like, dragging him for this because he straight lied.
Right.
Like
without missing a beat. Like, he just was like, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah, meanwhile, Nate was just like, he didn't even say that he had it in the bag. He literally just said, my time is going to come.
Right.
And you're out here literally saying that she has past childhood trauma that she hasn't dealt with, like she needs to see therapy. And I'm like, sir, what, you are insinuating a lot here about someone who you should be proposing to at the end of this.
Right. Who you're claiming to like. This is not behavior. This is not the way that you act when you like somebody.
Also, he's like, you're insecure, childed, like immature. I'm like, so do you want her as your wife?
Right. I think Martin is used to dealing with women. What'd you say?
He also came on this show for fame. There is no way.
Oh, absolutely.
You're talking out of the side of your mouth like this and think that like you were going to be like you were going to be her end, or that you were the Bachelor at the end of this. Like, he definitely came on the show for clout, for fame, for some more followers, because like it's not giving I was invested in this.
Yeah. I think he's used to dealing with women who are insecure or have low self-esteem so that he can capitalize on that and like make the woman, like tear the woman down so much and like insult her so much to where he can build her back up in the way he wants. I think that's what he's used to dealing with and what he tried to do with Michelle, but it clearly was not going to work.
But also, like, I feel, I don't even know what type of women he deals with, because then he had that one-on-one date or that their conversation
about the Miami girls,
about the Miami girls being gold diggers. And I was just like, are we taking this time to do this right now? Saying that people are after your money? Sir, you're a trainer.
Right. Like what gold are we digging?
I remember what you do for a living. Even if you work at Equinox and you have your own gym, I'm not saying that trainers don't make money, but sir, you were acting like you're a billionaire, a millionaire. You're
right.
out here swinging a big stick and you just got money to flow and women are at your feet like no.
He's just salty because those women don't actually want him and they won't get with him.
Like, I just thought he's rude, he's disrespectful, he doesn't respect women, and that's easily shown in his character, how he talks about women. So like when he started talking about her, I was just like, are we serious right
now?
Yeah. Like this he's unprompted problematic. How are you unpromptedly problematic?
Like, he got in the car and kept going. Like, he kept hurling insults at her. Like, to who? For what? Like, he just has it ready.
Yeah, I was just like, this is scary because like you were literally a completely different person in front, like not a completely different, because that's not true, but like
he kept it together more so in front of her.
You kept it together in a way in which was frightening.
Yeah.
Frightening, because like if she kept you would have revealed yourself in the worst of ways. You feel like someone who would have had like a blow up or like a moment where it's just like, you know what, I don't want you. Like he's a diva. He's a diva. Like I just don't.
And what was funny to me, the moment that actually made me laugh out loud was when she did dismiss him and he looked blindsided. Like he looked so taken aback when she was like, I have to walk you out. He was like, me? Like, I really don't think anything clicked for him. How I think the way he's experiencing the world, I don't think he realizes how he's coming across. Or maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know.
Or when he was just like, am I allowed to speak? Like, sir, you've been speaking without being allowed to speak.
That was so condescending. Like, that was just so, like, that was so rude. So rude.
I was just like, so, but you've been speaking. Right? Like, he was just like, he literally, in the nicest way possible, said, shut up so I can get my turn in. Like, he was like, am I allowed to tell you what I said? Like, sir, you had every moment to tell you what it said, but you just denied that you said that.
Right.
Like what did you say? Right. Did you not say he was like, I think there's a difference between immaturity and saying you have insecurities.
Why are you saying either? Like, why are you speaking on either?
Like, even if like some people don't even know how to play the game. And that's the thing, you know, like, yeah. It seems like he's also in a very privileged position that he feels like he can say whatever he wants and not even like stop himself from saying like what's on his mind. Like,
yeah.
even if I felt that way in my hearts of hearts, I'm on this show. I know what my end goal is. And maybe like he's just too privileged to understand that he doesn't even need to be saying these things.
Right.
And I'm not saying that he needed to be sinister and harboring all these feelings, but like, dag, you really like, you're not even trying to play this game. like, you're really not trying to make it to the end at all, bro. Like you really just laid it out on the line in front of all these men who are also vying for her heart. And like you've seen other men go home based off of what they told Michelle.
Yeah.
So like why are you
I think he just thought he was above that. I think he just was like, I got a one-on-one. I've gotten all these dates or these roses up until now. Like I just
like I thought he was so comfortable saying that. And I was just like, you do know
very comfortable. That's something he's used to dealing with women with low self-esteem because he feels like he can just pop off and say whatever he wants and people will accept it.
Yeah, but I just think it's crazy. And I think that I really wish at that moment, like Michelle like has a lot of class, and but at that moment he said, I did not say that. I really wanted her to walk him into the room and say, excuse me, men, what did he say to you guys?
Yeah.
Everyone was there.
Yeah.
Except the person who was in that one-on-one time with her. Everyone was there.
Right.
So it's either speak up or hold your peace and be a truthful man for Michelle, or let him figure out, let him lie on her name.
Yeah.
And at that moment, she would have saw who was truthful, who was not, who was willing, because Rick was sitting up there listening to the whole thing because he was talking directly to him. I was just like,
Rick was really trying to get the tea at that moment. He was really like analyzing the body language, trying to break his whole deck to see what they were talking about.
I know, and like Olu was sipping his wine, and I was like, Olu, you might as well just make a fight out of this right now, because you know you're not gonna make it to the final four.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You go out fighting.
I think that's why he did it. I think he just sat down and he was like, I don't need to use my time to talk about whatever because it's not gonna make a difference. So let me just tell you what's going on.
I just really want to see Olu go out fighting.
Yeah.
Like if they made a scene in the thing, she would have had to address it with both of them right there.
Classic 2-on-1. We didn't get that this season.
We didn't get that this season.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been good.
Yeah.
I think that would have been good because like Olu is a very truthful individual. I think that like I'm not gonna say that Olu would have wasted his time talking about him, but like at this point, Olu knew like he didn't know he wasn't gonna go to hometowns, but he also never got a one-on-one with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was his chances were a lot lower than everyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
So I want him to go out swinging, drag the men out that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Drag the men out that shouldn't be here. And he should have took Martin to the trash a long time ago.
Yeah. Like
I was
he shouldn't have gotten past last week. Like what he was saying about the Miami girls, that should have been enough for Michelle to just not give him a rose.
Yeah, I was I feel like production called this rose.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no way that like he was getting to hometowns, but I definitely feel like this was definitely a production edit for him to get a rose.
Yeah,
because, like, they just sometimes want unnecessary drama. And like I think that he was unnecessary drama.
Yeah.